I'm the best there is at what I do. And what I do is apparently make you cry. A lot.
Holy fuck.
And we're down we go, way down we go.
She's like you. Very much like you.
So we're down we go.
I am not whatever it is you think I am.
Way down.
She needs our help.
Someone will come along.
Someone has come along.
Well, I know it's a little early, but give that movie a fucking Oscar. Yeah, this is going to be an R-rated, red band, whatever you want to call it, review, because that's just the nature of the film. I remember when they announced they were doing a Wolverine 3. They didn't have a title for it yet, and they said it will be rated R. And this was very shortly after Deadpool came out. And most of us thought, okay, you saw that you could make money with Deadpool, so now you're going to try to do it with another character and see if you can rake in an equal amount of success. It's just a simple cash grab, and it's gimmicky, and it was probably going to seem really forced. Well, fuck that noise. It was not forced at all. This movie needed to be rated R. They finally give you the Wolverine story that you've always wanted if you're a Wolverine fan. This movie has everything you know about the character. The pain, agony, the heart of the character, but most of all, the violence. And the violence and the language both fit in seamlessly to the storyline. And I'm not gonna spoil anything. This is gonna try to be a spoiler review, but this movie, it messed me up. I got emotionally wrecked by this movie. I believe on 3 separate occasions, my eyes swelled up and I started getting really teary-eyed. The third was a silent, ugly cry. You know, just... And I had people next to me, same thing. And I had people were clapping in excitement. Like, stuff was getting so crazy. Everyone's like, yeah, yeah! And everyone's getting really excited. This is 10 a.m. in the morning, and people are getting super excited. When the film ended, just claps. Round of applause. I haven't gotten a round of applause in a theater since I went to Force Awakens, and that's just because it was a bunch of Star Wars nerds. Force Awakens, there it is. Boop. Logan is such a phenomenal film. And when the first trailers came out with Johnny Cash's Hurt, I told Tyler and I told myself, listen, this trailer's great. The trailers are continuing to be great. I'm not going to let myself get excited. The trailers for Suicide Squad were great. But there's a million reasons why I'm going to be reserved. Because 1, about only half the X-Men movies are good. 2, I am one of the biggest die-hard X-Men fanatics, and so I am the most critical of the films. And 3, I thought the Wolverine, the last Wolverine entry, was trash. I pretty much hated it. And that was directed by James Mangold. James Mangold was returning for this movie. There was almost nothing I liked in his last film. So because of these reasons, I was very nervous and I refused to get excited. And then the reviews started coming in, and obviously the rest is history. You guys know the reviews have been extremely positive, but let's get into my review. As you know, you've probably seen from the trailers, story takes off where we don't know why, but mutants are gone. Logan is left with an ailing Charles Xavier, who, as you can see in the trailers, is having problems controlling his powers, and they come across, X-23. This isn't spoilers. If you don't know who X-23 is, use Wikipedia, but you can see her claws in the trailer. That is who it is. They're not trying to hide it. And they say her name in a couple of the trailers. Stop it. You can't be mad at me. And just the way they set this film up, tonally, and everything it's just so, this is an overused word, but it's gritty. The movie's dark and gritty and sad. It is a great drama piece, and it's also got some Western flavor to it. And you really feel that this is a Logan that has been through the trenches. He's just been through some shit, and his body's given up on him. And it was funny. I was not able to really piece together for watching the trailers. I was like, I wonder what finally did him in that made the healing factor stop working. That's, you know, making him feel old and sick. And it's a pretty simple explanation, but one that makes you go, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But just walking him limp, he's stiff. The feral animal that he used to be is beaten down. I'm not going to say tamed, because anytime that he lets it out during the movie, holy shit. Just the action scenes. My God. When, you know, everything was toned back a lot for the X-Men films. You know, you saw a little bit of stabbing, a little bit of slicing, but toned down a lot. This, when claws come in contact with skin, there's face parts missing, arms, legs. I think he stabs like 5 guys through the face. It's just amazing to watch. And this might make me seem like a psychopath, but it's just the violence and gore is beautiful. It's immaculate. I cannot speak highly enough about it. I urge you, everybody, whether you've seen all the X-Men films, whether you like X-Men or not, go see this movie. It stands on its own as an independent film. If you've seen the other movies, you'll pick up on little Easter eggs here and there. But, my God. I mean, I put this up on Facebook. When I left the theater, I saw people standing in line for the next showing. And I walked up to them, and I was like, hey, you guys are here to see Logan, right? And they're like, yeah. And I started talking, and I had to stop myself for a second because I was still choked up. This movie emotionally just destroyed me, and I had to take a deep breath when it was over. There's just so much tensity, tragedy, and it's amazing how well they crafted all of that together. But yeah, when I talked to him, I was like, it's amazing. And I think they probably thought I was a weirdo because I looked like I just walked out of a funeral. I can't, again, there's so many things I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil anything for you. There's a great treat in there right before the movie, so stay tuned for that. Logan is easily the best Wolverine movie. It's the best X-Men movie, and it's in my top 3 comic book movies. It may not be as rewatchable as some because it's just so heavy. It's not as fun as, say, a Man of Steel or an Avengers, but it was very well done. I give this movie a freaking A, or a 9.5 out of 10. There's just a few moments there where it gets a little slow, but understandably slow. And when it's there, you just get to live in that moment, and there's a lot of great dialogue to get you through it. But it's just because you're so high off the energy from those action scenes and the adrenaline that when it slows down, it really catches you off guard. You're just like, oh my god, oh, and it slows down, and then it picks back up, and it slows down again. That's just how they have to do it. You know, the movie can't be 100% action, but the slower stuff is handled very, very well. Everybody brought it in their performances. Hugh Jackman. I kept saying that my favorite Wolverine was Wolverine in the first X-Men movie. He might have that beat in Logan here. Patrick Stewart. I love that at his age and level of his career, he is still challenging himself, or at least that's what it appears to be. He did a different kind of Xavier here, and he did a lot of things with the characters that I was very, very impressed with. But I want to talk about the breakout star, Daphne Keane, who plays Laura Kinney, X-23. I had my doubts when they showed who was going to be playing X-23. I was like, well, she looks really young. I don't know. I know X-23 is supposed to be pretty young, but I just didn't buy her as a badass. And the trailer started rolling out. I was like, okay, maybe. And I saw the movie. She's the best part of the film, I'm pretty sure. There's just so much to love about this movie, guys. Please go out and see it immediately. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Please let me know. Hopefully this makes you an X-Men fan if you weren't already. There's a million things I could probably go on about, but I don't want to get into spoilers. Oh, the trailers haven't spoiled everything, just so you know. They've hinted at a couple things, but you think you know the villain. You think you know. Or you think you know one of them. Alright, you guys. That's going to wrap up my review here. So, again, give this movie an A. 9.5 out of 10. Almost a perfect film. I don't know if I'm going to go see it again. I don't know if I can put myself through that again. Maybe when it comes out on DVD. We'll see. But thank you for joining me. I'll try to get more stuff out soon. May the film be with you. Schnick it.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and keep an eye and an ear out for exciting new content. Be sure to follow us on all the social media sites. Twitter is @TheFansplash. YouTube, just search Fansplash. We've got an open Facebook network, Fansplash Network. Instagram is fan_splash_podcast. SoundCloud.com/fansplash. You can email us, thefansplash@gmail.com, and Reddit @r/fansplash. Title and end credit songs written by Jacob Hall. See you next time.
May the